Hello everyone, this is Sharon here from 24/7 Techie, and in this video we will be reviewing the Redmi Note 3. So first of all, we'll get rid of the specs of this phone. So in the specs point of view, we can see that it's a MediaTek Helio X10 processor, MT6795, clocked at 2.0 GHz, Cortex A53, 3 gigs of RAM, 5.5 inch Full HD screen. In the GPU point of view, it's in PowerVR G6200 and 32 gigs of internal storage. And in the camera point of view, it's in 13 megapixel camera with 5 megapixel front camera. USB OTG is supported, but there's no expandable storage except for USB OTG, 4000 mAh battery, and it is running on MIUI 7.1 on Android 5.0.2. So in the physical overview of the phone, we can see that at the left of the phone we have a dual SIM card slot and nothing else at the left. At the top of the phone, there is an IR blaster with the 3.5mm headphone jack and the secondary noise cancelling microphone. At the right of the phone, there is the button configurations, so the power on off button and the volume rockers, and nothing else at the right. And the button configuration has always been same for Xiaomi phones. And at the bottom of the phone, we see the micro USB port with the primary microphone. And at the back of the phone, we can see the 13 megapixel camera, the dual LED flash, the fingerprint sensor at the back, and the metal bag, the Xiaomi Mi branding, and the speaker grill. So the overall phone does looks a lot good. So in the about phone, we can see that it's running on Android 5.0.2, MIUI 7.1, internal storage is 32 gigs, and it's running on 3 gigs of RAM. So this is the UI of the phone. It is running on MIUI 7. We can add widgets like this. We can even move a lot of apps like this. So this is one of the best way to move apps that I've found lately. And wallpaper can also be changed from the home. So the scrolling of the home screen can be changed like this. And now we come to the theme store. We do have a lot of offline themes and also theme customization. In the RAM management, we can see that more than 1.7 gigs is available, and mostly in day-to-day usage more than half of your RAM will be available. In the display quality point of view, we can see that it's a good display. It's a 1080p crisp display, and the color accuracy is also good. You will feel that it's a little bit of warmer, but we can easily customize it in the settings. You won't have any problem regarding that. In the camera point of view, the camera UI is the same camera UI that Xiaomi has always been using, and we do see that there is also a manual mode, but it is a very bare bone manual mode with just a couple of customization, nothing else. As you can see over here, the customization is pretty less on the camera, but the camera is a decent camera for sure. In the camera specs point of view, we can see that it's a 13 megapixel camera which can record up to 1080p in the MIUI camera app, but the moment you install the Google camera app, you can record 4K, and the front camera can record up to 1080p, and that too also in the MIUI. So these are some camera samples. The HDR is at the left and the auto is at the right. And as you can see, these are nice shots. It's a decent camera for sure, but not the best that you will get, and the price range is decent, so not no complaints in that. So this is the Enter 2 benchmark. It scored over 51,000, and that's a decent performance. And we'll do some gaming tests as well, but I can surely tell you that there's no issues in the Helio X10 processors gaming. And as you can see that the gaming performance of the phone is pretty good, and there are no issues, no frame drops, no lag, nothing. So the performance is actually pretty good. The gaming was an enjoyable experience, and this is the temperature check. So the phone never went over 41 or 42, which results in no heating issue, because if it's over 45 or 46, then you should worry. But over 42, because it's first benchmark and then the gaming, so there's no issue as such. Actually, it is in a little bit of a thicker phone. It's an 8.7mm thickness and weighs about 174 grams, as you can see at the scales way over here. For some people it may be a little bit heavy and a little bit bulky, but the 4000 mAh battery inside is pretty good. And now we'll talk about the battery life of the phone. So the battery life on this phone was pretty amazing. It's in 4000 mAh battery, and the performance is very nice. You can easily get over 1.5 days of heavy usage and there will be no battery issues as such. I've been using it for more than 10 to 12 days. There's no battery drain, nothing. I've used it on the developer ROM, I've used it on the MIUI stable ROM, and it's performing very well, and I was pretty impressed with the battery performance of this phone. So the fingerprint sensor used at the back of the phone is pretty good. It is fast, it is responsive, it works more than 8 to 9 times out of 10. There were some issues when I was using it on developer ROM. A couple of times the phone does froze, but the moment I switched it to stable ROM, there were no issues with the fingerprint sensor. So this does tells us that in the stable version everything is working perfectly fine. And the fingerprint sensor doesn't have any other functionalities like capturing a selfie or a photo with the tap of on the fingerprint sensor. The main and the only work for this fingerprint sensor is to unlock your phone, and that it is doing perfectly fine, but no other functionality has been added for this fingerprint sensor. So in my final thoughts regarding this phone, this is by far one of the best Redmi phone that I have ever used, and personally speaking, I have the Redmi Note 2 and I was really impressed with that phone. And this is sort of the Redmi Note 2 with metal finish, with 1 gigs of extra RAM, with fingerprint sensor. So a lot of good things has been added. So in my personal opinion, it is a very good upgrade. But in my personal opinion, Redmi Note 3 is one of the best buy you will get under this price range, because it's available in China for about 11 to 12,000 rupees if you convert it from Chinese yuan to Indian rupees. The Redmi Note 3 Pro will be coming in India very soon. I will definitely be reviewing it and also be trying to compare it with the MediaTek edition that I have. But in my personal opinion, the MediaTek edition is pretty damn good. The camera performance wasn't that good that we would have liked, but it is a decent camera for the price range. I have been using this phone as my primary device for over 10 or 12 days. I have had no issues using this over my old phones like the OnePlus One, the Utopia. This phone has no issues competing with the flagship, except for the camera performance for sure. And there's a website that I would like to recommend, and that is the iBuyGoU. I bought a couple of mobiles from them, and the delivery and the pricing has been pretty good. I will be leaving the direct links for the phone to buy, and the good thing about them is that they take care of the import insurance and everything. You should definitely try their website out. So thank you very much guys for watching this video. This was Sharun here from 24/7 Techie reviewing the Redmi Note 3 MediaTek edition, and please do subscribe to our channel because we really need subscribers, and you can help us a lot through that red subscription button. Please do like this video and share this video. It tells us that you like our hard work, and I really hope to see you in my next video. Till then, see ya.